Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Can't quite remember what happened in the last parts, but now we are doing something new. It's patch 7.35, so which means we have the last of the beast tribes, tribal quests, however you want to call them now. We got the last one, the Yok Huy. I think this is the crafters now. So we've done the battle, we've done the gatherers. Now it's crafters' turn now. So let's talk to this man and see what is going on here. Hey, buddy. Frosty neighbors. Traveler from across the salt. Greetings. You may call me Farah. I'm gonna call you just Farah because it's easier. You seem the type to have friends all along the width and breadth of our continent. Do you by any chance know any particular skilled artisans? If you could introduce them to me, I would be eternally grateful. That would be me. You are adept hand at crafting. Well, then I'm in luck, as this is all of Warlord's Echo. We are under threat, you see, and require the aid and help of one such as you to survive. What's up? A great avalanche has swallowed a place known as Zergorde, the Open Arm, once home to a sacred altar and its keepers. Although thankfully uninhabited at the time, I fear this was no accident. No, this destruction was caused by the snow spirits of Urko Pacha. While we Yok Huy lived in harmony with these spirits for generations, they have as of late become possessed by an inconsolable rage. None know why, and attempts at reason have only stoked their anger further. There is, however, a way to quell the spirits, a ceremony known as the Pact, which must be performed at the altar which was once so carefully maintained. No friend taught me this. Yet therein lies our problem. The avalanche swept away much of the altar and its surroundings. We must prepare quickly as the rite can be performed. If we fail, all of Urko Pacha may succumb to the spirit's wrath. I like a challenge, but I want to see what I'm working with first. This is not as to be expected. Very well, let's visit what little remains. That will help you understand more clearly what is at stake. To the south of Warlord's Echo, you will find stairs leading to the ritual site. The guard at the top will allow us passes up the mountain. Alright. Alright. Now, I was expecting the other guys to be the beast tribes or the tribal quests for this time, but I guess not. It's the Yok Huy. You came, good. Before we cross the pass, might I ask your name? Cecila. Cecila? Wait, the very same Cecila fell to Valley Garmonda? My apologies. I had no idea I was among one of our saviors. Not that I was doubtful before, but I suddenly feel much better about our chances for success. Come now, our destination is not far. Alright, what do we work with, buddy? Oh. This place is a rat! This is what remains of Zergorde, the Open Armed. The damage is unlike anything I've ever seen. Even our history has contained few stories of such destruction. That structure at the far end is the Breathless Altar, where the ritual was performed. Although to see it now, one could hardly guess what purpose it served. Do you feel that? Something beyond the usual chill in the air. Oh. Ugh. It's angry! Angry spirit! They left, thank goodness. I think they would be so bold. You have not seen the frenzy which grips them, yet they look almost frightened by you. Have you encountered the spirits before? Have I? I don't remember. Did you bested them before during the feat of proof? I don't remember that. Well, I should expect no less from one who would defeat a Dawntrail of a draw. If you are even half as good at crafting as you are at fighting, I believe we are in good hands. Yet, even if the spirits are felled, they will be born again when the next snow falls, and they will rage. The pact is the only way we can set things right. Yet, even if the altar were whole, there were none left who would know how the ritual is conducted. Dartagor was the final caretaker remaining and a dear friend of mine. However, before the avalanche buried all this, her body was lost in a tragic accident. What little I know of the pact, I learned from her. I never encouraged her to speak more of the sacred practice, but now I wish I had. And now I must make up for my lack of curiosity. I'll learn how to appease the spirits of Dartagor in Dartagor's stead. For many years, she was Urko Pacha's silent guardian. I should take up the mantle she left behind. Now that you've seen the scale of the undertaking before you, I ask you once more. Will you join me in rebuilding Zergode, the Open-Armed? Count me in. I'm interested in this pact myself. Thank you, Cecila. You've given me hope in these dark times. Before we get started on the altar proper, we shall at least first restore the building where Dartagor lives, so we might have shelter. It's a rat. It was fittingly called Worm, and when she lodged there with the other caretakers, it should make the perfect base from which to conduct our restoration. Now, rest assured, I do not intend for us to shoulder this burden. We would do well to recruit a few more pairs of helping hands. I suppose that would be my first request. Please ask around Warlord's Echo for anyone willing to lend their aid, and I will make what preparations I can for the work ahead. Not a problem, Mr. Man. So we have our own unique zone for the Beast Tribe. So they did the same exact thing like they did with the fairies, like the Fae in the first. Hey man. The damage that caused all that damage? I see. You know, I spoke with Dartagor once, so many years ago. She said she lived alone in the mountains, was the sole keeper of an altar up there. Despite her solitary life, she seemed like a bright and kind soul. I was saddened to hear her body was lost when she suffered that terrible fall. I'd always hoped she would visit again and tell me more about her unique experiences. Although I only met her that one time, I'll soon not forget Dartagor. To honor her memory, I will pledge my aid to Zergoda, the Open Arms Reconstruction. My trade is carpentry, but I'm ready and willing to help whatever is needed. I shall speak with Farah to see where I can be of use. Hey, you got one. It's been too long since we met, Sesla. I'm coming here with Nopli to trade, but the people seem unsettled somehow. Ah, the spirits. That explains why we were attacked by a group one snowy day not long ago. We greeted them kindly as usual, but they assailed us with icy magic without warning. I had no choice but to drive them back or risk Nopli's life, but the incident has been troubling me ever since. They are our neighbors here in Urkopacha, after all, and we have lived in harmony for so long. I take it that's why you're recruiting others to your aid. You never change, do you? Always eager to help those in need. Unfortunately, the life of a merchant demands that we don't rest our feet for too long. Thought perhaps we can send others your way. Only the best, of course. Promise to share what you told us today with anyone else whose ear we can bend. Now, let's be off, Murfurler. I don't remember you guys at all, actually, to be honest with you. It's been so fucking long. You at? The spirits have been acting passing strange. It is true. They're using harmless tricks have become malicious, with merchants and other instances being attacked unprovoked. Usually they appear on the snowy days and invite passers-by to frolic under the falling flakes. What could have gotten into them? Regardless, this problem affects all of us in Urkopacha. If repairing the altar will help, then my supply of masonry is at your disposal. Alright, we got 2 for 4. Hey man. You need help rebuilding Zergoda, the Open Arms? Oh, I know the place. A group of Yok Huy lived up there and looked after an altar, right? It was quite the trek, as I recall. They would visit from time to time. I knew there weren't many of them but hadn't heard the last of them had gone. Terrible news, but if you're going to rebuild their legacy, you'll need brawn. I have plenty of that to offer. Hey, sweet. We got 3 for 4. 3 for 4. You did well, Sesla. I think we have a dependable crew to get started with. Vuyager here seems especially eager to pitch in. If I may, Farah, I can do much more than shovel snow and haul stones. I am willing to assist in planning the reconstruction from start to finish. With you in charge of the larger picture, I can assign people to work where it needed most. Having overseen many projects at this scale, I believe this is to be the surest path to completion. You would do all that? Then I would be grateful to accept your help, I don't call you Vuya. You're most welcome to it. Now, before we get started, do you happen to know where Dartagor's living sepulchre could be found? Upon it must be engraved stories of her life and work. It may shed some light on the mysteries of the snow spirits of the pact itself. It was likely erected from near the altar, but if so, then it too may have been buried in the avalanche. I see. Well then, since the snow must be cleared out away anyways, we can search for the sepulchre in the meantime. We will find it, I'm certain of it. Oh, there you are. You're the ones rebuilding the altar, right? Nopli told me you needed some help. When I saw how furiously he wheeled and deal with the Shirager, I knew I had to become his disciple in trade, so here I am. Consider me Noppy's eyes and ears. If you need someone to make deals with other merchants or procure supplies, then leave it to me. I know Noppy has been making a name for himself as of late. If he vouches for you, then welcome aboard. This project is off to a better start than I ever imagined. We have all the help we need and then some. Now's as good a time as any for the hands of the Zergode to rebuild warmth. Speak to me when you're ready to use those expert skills I recruited you for, Cecil. I'm ready to go, sir. Now, first things first, restoration of our soon-to-be living quarters. The heavy lifting building can be left to us, Yok Huy, while you craft the supplies and you put some of the finishing touches. If we are to live among these frozen peaks, we require flooring which will insulate us from the cold. The space is large, so we'll need a few boxes worth. Can you count on you for that? Here should be everything you need to require for the task, but if by chance you run out, we're for tar, we'll reply you with more. Thanks, buddy. While you do that, I shall assign tasks to the others. Let's get us to work then. Alright. Easy enough. Good, sir. I think I'm a carpenter? Yeah, I'm a carpenter. Fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Alright. I fucked that up already. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Didn't want that one. Hey. Hey guy. Got your stuff. Aha! I see your skills are the skill with no more boats. Excellent work. Now, thanks to warmth will be the place worthy of its name. Please feel free to rest a while. We'll take it from here. Hey yo. Hey, look at that! It's completed. That's so much more of an improvement. God, and they work fast. Oh shit! I took the image off. Why everyone works so eagerly? Everyone works so eagerly, as if they were forgotten entirely. Yeah, let me try that again. Why everyone works so eagerly, as if they have forgotten entirely the biting cold without. The sight surely speaks to the quality of your contribution. The road ahead of us is long, but I'm glad we have taken our first step upon it together. I hope you continue to lend us your expertise. Are you watching, Dartagor? I promise you that soon the spirits in Yok Huy will live in peaceful harmony once again. A collapsed living quarters have been repaired, making the beginning of the Zergode, the open arms restoration. Yet the snow spirits must be appeased. Only by continuing the work can Farah and her crafters. Farah was a girl? I didn't even notice Farah was a girl. Far on her crafters quell the spirit's rage and bring peace to the mountains. Hey, yo, hands Zergode. Sweet! Yeah. Alright. That is it for that one. So, typically with all the other beast tribes, tribal quests that we've done up until this point, I will go through every single quest, and then I will put this video out. So this video won't be coming out for probably a whole month. It's currently October 7th, so this will probably be coming out in November sometime. So, when I can go to the next rank, I will be back. Alright, we are back. We can now go on to the next rank. So, Farah, what's up, man? Your work thus far has been greatly appreciated, Cecila. Each time I look upon our progress, I'm impressed and new at everyone's diligence. In fact, we have already moved on to our next step, building the stonemason's workshop. It will be essential restoring the breathless altar to its former grandeur. Each stone that was swept away must be made again, in the traditional Yok Huy fashion, no less. And such is the way for all of our ceremonial spaces, and since transporting so much stone from Warlord's Echo would only result in broken bricks and sore backs, the workshop will be our most vital project yet. I have entrusted its construction to a skilled mason named Gerzor, and work was proceeding apace until a certain incident occurred. I'll get to it and hear the details, but it seems progress is stalled. I mean to go speak with him, and would be grateful if you could accompany me. It might be easy to solve whatever problem waits us if we tackle it together. Alright. I can do that. Easy enough. Easy squeezy. Where am I going? Here we are, Cessa. This is Gerzor, and as you can see, he is distraught. My words do not seem to reach him. I know not what has happened, only that he's intent on leaving. Perhaps a softer voice of mine that might see this fright. Might you give it a try, Cecila? Hey, man. How you doing? You're beat up. Apologies for ignoring you before. I was panicked. I'm barely aware of my surroundings. I should probably explain why. While I was going about my task for the day, I caught sight of one of the snow spirits. It pranced about playfully and approached, then pelted me with icy magic. I managed to flee before I was impaled by a frozen spirit, but now that I've seen the extent of the wrath, I cannot risk my life working here. I want everyone to be aware of the spirits, but it seems I failed to convey just how dangerous they could be. And while I understand Gerzor's fear, this attack only emphasizes how crucial it is for us to complete the restoration of the altar. And for that, we need his expertise. So, would you come with me to Warlord's Echo to help convince our masonry to return? There must be a way to sway him. What the fuck? Why didn't you stop him before you left? Oh my god. Hey man. Oops, that's the wrong source to unveil. Oh, I remember you. Apologies, but if you mean to convince me to climb back up that mountain, I must refuse. Why did you leave the Lesser Spirits get so close? It was as I said. Spirits seemed inviting, and then their mood turned foul so quickly. But I understand now. If I was taken by surprise so easily, others might be as well. That's precisely why we must restore the altar, is it not? Yes, I understand your point. Yet the very memory of that terrible moment sends a chill down my spine that keeps my legs firmly planted here. I understand your feelings, Gerzor. Feel them too. Yet Dartagor was courageous in the face of all that, and so must we be. Dartagor? Ah, the one who lived in the mountains before the avalanche. Yes, she was once told the spirits had been there since ancient times and wrought calamity upon any who dared to encroach upon their home. When our forebears settled there, they were battered by avalanches and snowstorms, until they performed the pact for the first time. Ever since, the ritual on the altars performed upon served as a foundation for peaceful coexistence with the spirits. Dartagor bore that responsibility alone for many years, keeping disaster at bay. Yet she is with us no longer, and someone must follow in her steps. I must follow. You take on this burden, even knowing full well the danger it poses. Dartagor would have wanted it this way. When she would descend up from her home, she would stay with me. I treasured each and every one of those memories. You really must see how Ryoko or Terada and the other spirits flocked in the ritual. You'd think that they could just as easily bury us all under a hail of snow. The pact is all to protect us from that fate, and soon I shall be its sole inheritor. Although I'm young still, perhaps it's time to begin looking for a pupil. Oh, I know. It could be you, Farah. I jest. That was our final conversation. On the way back, she suffered that terrible accident. Had we kept the memory of the pact alive in Warlor's Echo, had we maintained the roads leading to and from the altar, and Dartagor might still be with us. Her loss was a tragedy of indifference. Yet the memory of her devotion gives me courage. That, and the presence of Cessla, who so bravely stood before Valia Garmonda. Valia Garmonda. Cessla? That Cessla? You traveled from across the salt risk life and limb for Tyrol. And if you can do that for us, I should not balk at doing the same. But I am no fighter. If the spirits were to attack again, what would I do? Flee to the warmth. Hurl a few rocks at them. Spoken like a true warrior. However, it may be best to seek refuge. I know. What if we were to flee back to warmth? The spirits would be loath to enter our warm room, and there may falter upon seeing so many Yok Huy gathered together. I think I can manage that. Very well, Farah. I shall return to the hands. Yet before I do, I must confess something. I was so fussed during my fight from the spirits I dropped my most important tools. They're lost in the snows now, and I fear I cannot work without them. Well, as you can see that, right? Surely a set of stoneman's tools, equipment for precise measuring and such, granted by your hands will serve as final replacement for what goods were lost. I shall provide you with all the materials you need. I would mean your debt, Cessla. Once you finish, bring the tools to me, and I'll get back to work as soon as I can. Easy peasy! I got the tools, buddy. What do you have here? Wanna have a closer look? Ah, this is masterful work indeed. Even better than what I had before, in fact. Father was right to put her trust in you, and I will follow suit. Now, I should make good my promise and get back to it. The workshop that I built shall be worthy of these splendid tools. Nothing's more encouraging than seeing an artisan so eager to test his new equipment. Thank you, Cessla. I must return to shelter to attend my own work, but please stop by for a chat whenever you have a free moment. Alright. I am overjoyed Gerzor's return. His absence would have been sorely felt. In fact, I am beginning to think his ordeal was a blessing in disguise, for he works with even more zeal than before. I was even able to tell a story of mine with Darnagor, and in doing so, gave her the chance to lend her strength to the presence. Nothing can make me happier. Hey, what do we got? All right, it's looking good. It's looking good. Now that we can make additional stonework here, we can use it in the buildings we repair as well. And with each brick laid, we draw one step closer to completion. Patterns you see are among the oldest used by our people. Many depict scenes of us living side by side with the snow spirits, and making them has been quite the educational experience. I only hope that Darnagor is proud to see the progress we have made. I shall continue to work and learn for Darnagor's sake. I encourage you to do the same, Cecila. Not a problem. Construction of Mason's work has been completed, allowing for the creation of traditional Yok Huy stonework. Sweet! Sir, the hands of Surgate! Where the fuck they're called? Sweet! Alright! That is done. So, when I can go off to the next rank, I will be back. So, sit tight. Alright, we are back for another part. Fara, what's up next, buddy? Cecil, what perfect timing! I was just about to make my way up to the mountain, but now that you're here, there's a small but vital task I'll entrust to you. What's up? You see, we are currently in the process of restoring a larder Darnagor used to store not only foodstuffs, but apparently also ceremonial offerings used during the Pact. We found many different food items when we uncovered its ruins, but as of yet, we have no way of knowing which were for eating and which were used as offerings. There was a merchant in Warlord's Echo by the name of Kerbuler, with whom Darnagor had often had dealings. I thought perhaps he might know if any of the wares he should trade were for use in the ritual. I would send one of our men on to seek him out, but every pair of hands is busy clearing out the remaining snow. I was just about to join them, in fact. Darnagor's living sepulchre has yet to be found, after all. That leaves you to speak with the merchant on our behalf. A much less laborious task than the one that awaits me, I promise. Can you do this for us? Sure. Thank you, Cecila. Remember, the merchant's name is Kerbuler. I hope his knowledge can aid us. Alright. We're going. Where you at, man? Where you at? There you are. Hey, mans. How you doing? Darnagor, the mountain. Ah, yes, I remember her. We would trade on occasion, though she never mentioned this pact you speak of. Thinking back, however, it does shine a new light on one peculiar aspect of our dealings. As I recall, she would usually ask for an assortment of dried meats and seasonings, the types of food that would last. Such items would be difficult to come by in those snowy peaks. Nothing peculiar about that, to be sure, but the tender she used was unusual. See, she traded with me corn and corn seeds, which she claimed to grow herself. Quite the strange crop for such a frigid climate, right? Well, she said it was a singular type, bred over generations to withstand the freezing weather. Of course, I couldn't deny such an uncommon opportunity. But I took one bite of the corn and regretted my choice right away! Ha! Was that good? Still, I figured I could sell it as feed or process it into something usable, so I accepted her produce whenever she visited. Dawntrail seemed to have a hard life up in the mountains, so I was happy to provide her with what she needed. One time I suggested that growing something else besides inedible corn might solve her food problems. She said I ordered her to great care in cultivating it to match the taste of our dear friends. Considering she lived alone, I wasn't quite sure what she meant, but she was so earnest in her answer I decided not to press further. But now the pieces are falling into place. I gather this corn has something to do with your ritual. Possibly. You know, I've been wanting to meet Farah and her hand Zergode for some time. Allow me to accompany you up the mountain. Word of work being done at Zergode has reached us here in Warlord's Echo, and I've wondered how I could contribute. Now's my chance to find out. Alright. There he goes. Alright, what do we have going on here? Let's see what we got going on here. There you are, Cecil. Farah here might be young, but she takes to leading naturally. I'm impressed by how much progress everyone's made so far. Most of the others are resting now, but Farah has clearing snow all day long. I can barely lift my arms. A hard day's work deserves a hearty reward, wouldn't you agree? I'll treat you to some of my most delicious wares when this is done. Can't tell if he's excited. By the way, Farah, do you have any insight as to what Dawntrail was referring to before? Those dear friends she and the others grew the corn for? She must have meant the snow spirits. Corn must have been a crucial part of the ritual. Given that it was grown and harvested among the snow, it makes sense that the spirits would have a taste for it. I suppose the laughter house is a healthy stock of the crop. Even so, I fail to see how anyone, spirits or no, could eat that stuff. Perhaps the caretakers process it somehow before making an offering. Without knowing their techniques, however, growing it now may not be the wisest path. It's snowing now. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I mean to mention the large stone you found under the snow. The carvings were quite distinct. Are you saying you found a sepulchre? Dawntrail was living sepulchre? If it is indeed the stone we've been searching for, then it should hold all the answers we need. The way forward is clear. We finished shoving the rest of the snow. If only it were so simple. The snow around the stone is frozen solid. Maybe ice picks could help us free it. With tools like that, we risk damaging the stone, and thus losing forever the precious stones carved into it, or swords carved into it. As of now, we lack the means to remove it cleanly from the ice. Sessa, would you return with me to shelter? The tools we need require a deft hand to craft, and I cannot make them alone. Sure. Much appreciated. Let our focus be on seeing the sepulchre safely rescued. In the meantime, the others should continue their work on the larder. Remember to give yourselves time to rest every once in a while. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking snow to shovel. I mean, I can't blame them for being tired. That is a lot of snow. I mean, look at that. It's like a whole mountain of snow right there. Oh, you know who I want to talk to? You. If my intuition is correct, Dawntrail's sepulchre will contain details in the offering, and while I would like to have it uncovered as quickly as possible, the task must be attended to with care, which is why I would entrust no one else with the crafting tools we require. You are not one to disappoint, after all. Brushes will clear the way of snow as we can more easily see the hard ice on Earth. Underneath, can I trust you to make them for us? We're farther will help keep you stocked with all the supplies you need. Good luck, Cecila, although I know not you need it. No, you need it not. Alright. Done! There you go. As I said, you did not disappoint. This will certainly help us free the sepulchre from that stubborn ice. With work on the water going well, goal feels so close at hand. I want to rush headlong to the end, but I know haste will only set us back. One step at a time, man. Or lady? Ma'am, is what I should say. Oh, they cleaned it all up! That's such a big improvement. What do we have in there? Is that a mine? Beautiful, is it not? Despite his age, Kerberler may have hauled more snow than the rest of us combined. Ooh, look at this place. And a place to store our daily foodstuffs will soon make our lives easier. Of course, we also intend to devote space to cold-resistant corn after we can grow it and harvest it. I know here the others have already found a plot for cornfields, so the larder may become crowded soon enough. I'm only hoping we can figure out exactly how the plant fits into the ritual. I've missed you, Dartagor. Although it may take time, I promise to read every single word you left us. I always enjoyed the wisdom and wit of your conversation, and now I have been blessed to speak with you again. Nothing could make me happier. Deciphering the story of Dartagor and the spirits will take time, so please be patient. It seems I must consult the surrounding stonework to glean its whole meaning. Not a problem, sir. The high larder has been restored to give the Yok Huy a place to store their food. Dartagor's living sepulchre may hold the secrets of the pact, but there is yet work to be done until it's deciphered. Hey, yo. Maybe Dartagor isn't dead. Maybe she'll pop up towards the end. You know, like, hey, I'm still alive! Surprise! Yeah. Sweet. Alright. That is done. So, when we can move on to the next rank, I will be right back. Alright, we're back for more. We can continue to the next quest. So, let's see what happens next, shall we? What's up, Farah? What are you doing now? The Pact! It's always good to see you at the shelter, Cecila. You'll be pleased to hear I finished reading Dartagor's sepulchre, and it was just as illuminating as we had hoped. There are more good tidings as well. Kerbuler spread word of our work throughout the Warlord's Echo, and another Yok Huy has joined us, ready and eager to contribute. He brought with him a stone golem, which our people used in ancient times to build the very settlement that stretches below us. I'm unfamiliar with their working myself, but I know that long ago, some among us could bend stone to their will. I hear the golems can work without tiring, making them the perfect beast of burden. For despite our strength, even Yok Huy require rest. But with a golem at our disposal, we can make progress toward our goal day and night. Want to see it in action, yes? I'll be happy to show you, but it is ancient. It must be tested thoroughly before we set it to work. For now, allow me to show you the sepulchre and share with you what I learned about the Pact. Come with me, will you? Alright. I'm assuming the golem is the mounts of this beast tribe. Or tribe of quests, I should say. I'm assuming that's the building that's gonna be next built over there. Alright. Once I found the threads connecting the glyphs of the sepulchre to those of the nearby pillars, I was able to piece their stories together. We told of Dargor's life here, and of course, the Pact. Apparently, the close bond Dargor's forebears came to share with the spirits is formed almost entirely by chance. You see, the Kiwi living here drank a corn liquor called Kirkayar to warm their bodies against the cold. On one particular frigid day, they know as the spirits lingering about near where the liquor was stored, as a drawn by the scent of the drink. Thus, the Yaku made their first offering, curious as what would happen. Then once temperamental spirits became placid, or placid almost at once, friendly even. In fact, they started visiting often, regarding the Yaku with their strange games and charming antics. Eventually, the altar was built, and the pact was performed to serve the spirits and their favorite libation. Over generations, their bond deepened. But each generation of Yakui numbered fewer than the last. Dargor saw her family depart one by one until only she remained. Even so, she was not lonely. Her parents lived on in her memory, and the spirits were by her side. Dargor's sepulchre contained vivid scenes of her frolic in the snow with the spirits, of them gazing up at the moonlit sky together. One passage was dedicated to the time she and the spirits saw the frost blooms. The flowers blossomed only rarely, and Dargor plainly cherished the moment. But then the story didn't end so suddenly, because she... My apologies, Cecilla. Her absence pains me, but this feeling means she's yet with me. And that is enough. Dargor's sepulchre has shown us the way. An offering of Kirkar, I'm gonna call it Kirk, is sure to calm the spirits once again. Since Kirk managed their food or Kerbula manages their foodstuffs, he should know how the corn liquor can be ready. Let's ask him, Cecilla. Not a problem. Easy thing. Easy request. Nay. I haven't heard of a Kirk before, but it explains the corn's odd flavor. It was never meant to be eaten. We recently found a ruined building that I thought it might have been a kitchen or something of the like. Now I'm thinking that's where they made the drink. Dargor has given us a gift, truly. Now we know what to restore next. The golem would help us complete this task much faster, and its testing should hopefully be done by now. We should go check on them. This will actually be my first time seeing a golem with my own eyes. Another new experience for which I have Dargor to thank. He's so eager! Look at her! Or she's so eager. Farah's spirit seems to be lighter than ever. Dargor must be proud. I heard they were testing the golem on the outskirts of Warlord's Echo. You're in for a sight, Cecilla. Best get going before we miss the show. Alright, guess I gotta teleport, huh? seem to recognize our new stony friend. We encountered one of these before. You fought them in Yoktel? Why, is there any corner of Terra that does not bear your footprints? I don't remember that. When did we fight these fuckers? I don't remember this at all. This golem was apparently used for building, so we need not worry about being attacked, even if it was moving. I don't remember finding these things. It won't be moving until we know we have what we need. This is the fresh volunteer I spoke of, and though she was kind of really good, it appears something else is lacking. If you tell us what it is, perhaps we can help. Something's wrong with the parts that would make it move. Tell me, what do you know about the golems? Only that they were used long ago. I never had the chance to see them build Warlord's Echo. I would very much like to hear about them, however. Perhaps even Cessa here would learn something new. Very well. I'll take it that even a young like you knows some of the Yok Huy masses of stone around us. Although many now know them as machines of war, their original purpose was to shoulder the burden of physical labor. They built our houses, paved the ground beneath our feet. The secrets of stone were passed down through generations, and my forebears are proud of the knowledge that provided our people. But then we foolishly went to war. The servants we had used for creation were instead outfitted to destroy. The golems were turned into weapons. When peace came again, we looked to less cumbersome and dangerous tools. The golems fell into disuse and gathered dust in storehouses. When I heard of your work here, I knew it was a chance to prove their worth once again. I brought this golem all the way here on my own, but the long years haven't been kind to its delicate parts. I think I understand. You require replacements, yes? That's right, and spare parts aren't exactly easy to come by, so we'll have to make them ourselves. If you tell me what we need, I can ask one of our artisans to make them. She means me. Why, I'll be in your debt. And if you're worried about its armaments, rest assured they are broken beyond my skill or desire to repair them. My best guess is the energy transmission components in our golem are worn out. To make more, we need parts that are highly conductive and to magical energies. That should get it moving. You know, I think Warfartar, God, these fucking names, can help us out with this problem. Come, Cessa, let's see if we can procure the materials we need. Why can't you guys have simple names that roll off the tongue easy? Make my life simple. Good news, Cessa. Worf was able to use the connection to help us provide us highly conductive materials. This should be enough to make components that will enhance the flow of the energy through the golem's body. Kind of need to craft them. You would need to resupply materials. Just ask Worf for more. Good luck, Cessa. If we can get that golem moving and walking again, we'll have both the brewery and the altar fully restored in no time. All right. Easy peasy. Hey man, got your parts for you. Ah, shit, I just gotta hit X too fast! While you're doing creative work, we managed to find some stone which would help patch up some of the other wear and tear. Let's return to the Keeper. Assuming everything goes to plan, then our long project will be as good as finished. Yeah, I'm assuming that that golem was our mount for this tribe. Hey, there it is. It's working condition. Hey, the altar's all back in order. I thought we were building this last. Oh, we built them both in one go. Oh, nice. I thought the altar would be the last thing we built. Look at what everyone's hard work's achieved. The golem too was every bit as helpful as we had hoped. That birthless altar is restored at last. It's like brand new. Now we need only wait for the kirk to ferment, and the pack can begin. Until then, there are plenty of odds and ends to wrap up. By the way, Cessa, would you like to share a drink with me when it's done? Of course, the first batch of kirk will be used for the ritual, but I see no harm in a little indulgence afterwards. Nothing is sweeter than the fruits of one's labors, after all. With the restoration of the Kirk house and the breathless altar, Zergote and the arm has been restored to its former glory. Keep assisting Farah to ensure a successful pact that will restore peace to Urko. I thought we were building that last, but I guess I was wrong. We built them both at the same time. Hey. Baby. Sweet. I'm assuming we still, I think we have like 2 more ranks to go through, right? Yeah, we still got 2 more ranks. But the last rank, the next rank will be the last upgrade, and then the final rank will be just kind of like a wrap up. All right. Is that my mount for this tribe? It's interesting. I still don't have the mount yet. Usually I would have the mount by now, but this we do not have the mount yet. But yeah, when I can go to the next rank, I will be back. Alright, we're back with another parts. We can continue Farah. What's next, lass? Forged corn. Cessla, there you are, and just in time. We finally finished our first batch of Kirka, and it seems the scent has attracted the snow spirits. If we can get them to approach the altar, we can finally perform the pact. I wish to begin preparations right away, but I require aid in a small matter. Will you help us? I simply need you to take a jar of Kirka and place it on the altar. That should draw the spirits near. We can begin the ritual. All right. All right. Sir. Spirits, you're here, you say? Well, if you need Kirka for the ritual, I certainly have enough barrels for the stuff. As much as I'd like to see the offering for myself, too many of us may scare up the spirits. No, so I'll leave it in your and Farah's capable hands. Thank you, madam. Or sir. Or whatever you are. It's hard to tell if you guys are male or female. So we got one last upgrade we gotta do. So I wonder what the last upgrade's gonna look like. Maybe something can appear on the top of this altar. Spirit should be close. Oh, the Kirk is in. Oh shit. All right. Nope. Fire and heart fades. Spoke. They accepted the offering. Donagor told me about you, you know? Oh, God damn it. I hit the damn touchpad. Donagor? But is she not here now? How boring. We hate her. We hate her. Hate? What do you mean? Was Donagor not a dear friend? Did you not live here together in peace? Donagor abandons us! She breaks her promise to look at the blooming flowers together. We wait for her even as flowers wilt. Donagor never returns. I have something I must share with you. Donagor's body is gone. Gone? What do you mean? We don't understand. The spirits return on each snowy day. They do not pass in this world, nor do they have any concept of life and death. So they believe Donagor abandoned them, and that she broke her promise to stay with them. And Donagor was not the first. The spirits watched as their friends went away until none remained. They endured loss after loss. You two will abandon us, with no goodbyes. We will not play with you. Your kind are no friends. Wait! Man. At least Rykor Turde was composed enough to speak. A small step forward, but his parting words were far from encouraging. Given the strength of the bond of Donagor, I can only imagine how betrayed they must feel at her departure. If they came to hate us Yok Huy, then they will shun the pact as well. Then it will be but a matter of time until they rage again, or worse. We must think of a solution before that happens. You might come with me to Donagor's sepulchre so we can discuss the matter. Okay. By the way, I noticed they made a subtle change when it came to mounting up. During the when I did the Halloween events. I almost didn't notice it at first. Where is it? Didn't I favorite it? I could have sworn I favorited it. What the fuck? Game? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, there it is. I favored this. I bought this off the shop, by the way, because I wanted it back on my account, on this account. But they made a subtle change, and I didn't notice it at first. They actually made like an animation that shows you hopping on mounts. And I almost didn't notice it at first. So it's kind of a nice touch. Unfortunately, there is no animation for getting off the mounts, unfortunately. But it's a nice little small touch. And a lot of people tend to not notice it. From when I've been asking around. The eternal nature of the spirits means they view things quite differently from us. Their bodies are always revived, no matter what damage they may suffer. So even if I were to form a strong bond with them, they would only experience the same pain again when my own body passed. There must be a way for them to make them understand, yet no answer comes to me. I try to imagine what Dargo might do, but still, nothing. Do you have any ideas, Cecila? This is as much for the sake of the spirits as it is for us, so even the slightest bit of advice would be much appreciated. Remind me what Yok Huy believed about death again? Of course. So as long as we remembered, we yet live. Just as Dargo yet lives inside me. But how can we make the spirits understand something so foreign to their own experience? We cherish the sepulchres as a symbol of the connection between memory and life. Yet even if the spirits cannot grasp their concept, if we were to explain their purpose in simpler terms, the sepulchres immortalize precious memories of our time together, then perhaps they will understand. The sepulchre dedicated to the spirits would show them that even when I am gone, our bond will live on. That me, Dartagor, and all the other Yok Huy who frolic in the snow will be with them forever. Yet even if we made such a thing, the sepulchre would have no meaning if the spirits were unwilling to see it. So, could you invite them to come to view the frost blooms? I believe such an invitation would be too tantalizing for them to resist. I shall see to it that both flowers and the sepulchre are ready for their arrival, but I may need your help somewhere along the way. Leave it to me. The spirits are calm, they tend to wander. I remember they were often sighted on the road to Wark or Zormor. Tell a few about the frost blooms, and the word is sure to spread. Alright. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, the animation happens so fast, a lot of people tend to miss it. I noticed it real quick, though. It's a nice little touch that they did. It's a recent change they made, too. I think they added that little animation with this last patch. I think. Frost blooms. Dartagor promised to see us see flowers with us. Maybe Dartagor comes. Maybe this time, if Dartagor comes, we will go. Oh. Aha. The flowers bloom? Oh, joy! But where's Dartagor? We want to see her. We want to see the flowers with her. Alright. Are they gonna build a statue of Dartagor? I can see them doing that. kind of crazy how Valley Garmonda can relieve such nasty marks inside of a mountain like that. Thank you for speaking to spirits. I only hope the sepulchre has its intended effect. Speaking of which, I believe we shall require aid in that regard. See, we realize the spirits likely cannot read our inscriptions, which would quite defeat the purpose of the sepulchre. Yet, if they were engraved with chisels and imbued with magical energies, we believe the spirits would grasp their intended meaning. You can take care of that, right? If you can craft what we require, we will be in debt. Here, these materials should be enough for now, but if you perchance run out, Werfadar will replenish your supplies. Not a problem. I don't need it. Hey, yo. Hey, mans. Excuse me, madams! Keep forgetting you're a lady. Madams, here you go. My concern was misplaced. Impressive as always. Cecila? With these, we can get the sepulchre for the spirits right away. Soon they shall know just how much we value their companionship. For all you've done, Cecila, would extend a personal invitation to the unveiling of the sepulchre in the Frostblooms. Not a problem. You gotta see it through. Remember this one. They see the flowers bloom. Dargor makes that promise too. Dargor, who's not here. Where does she go? Why does she leave us? Dargor is with you even now! Angry. Before we see the flowers, there's something I would show you. Follow me, please. What is this? We Yok Huy call us this living sepulchre. On them we carve the stories of our lives lived while we walk the earth. This one belongs to Dargor. On it are recorded the days spent frolicking with you and the other spirits. When the Yok Huy, when all peoples reach the end of their lifespan, they must leave their bodies behind. Yet, so long as we have these sepulchre, the lives they lived will never be forgotten. The happy times, the joyous moments, they will still last forever. Your words, you do not understand. You say Dargor is here, but she is not. That is no comfort. There is something else I want to show you. It's at the altar. This too is a living sepulchre. One we recently made, which is dedicated to you and yours. Woo! Look at that! Fancy, fancy! At the moment, we have only recorded your time spent with Dawntrail. From this day forward, though, we hope to add many more stories of the days spent in peace and playfulness. We are not like the spirits. Time comes for all of us when we must leave this world. Yet, even when I'm gone, this will remain. And those who come after me will carve their memories upon the stone as well. Their memories of their time with you. So there is no need to be lonely any longer. We'll be here with you always, just like Dawntrail. You will not be alone? Never again? Yes, and neither will I. Dawntrail lives on still within me. And when my body passes from this world, Dawntrail and I will live on within you. Within you and within those who carry on the path after us. And now, I know you were promised flowers. Let us view them together. The story of that moment shall be next to be inscribed in sepulchre. The dog's barking downstairs. We still have yet to see the mounts. That's gotta be the mount. It has to be. Woo! They are beautiful. But Dawntrail is not here. The flowers are so pretty, aren't they? You can see them together every time they bloom. Dawntrail? Hey! Dawntrail comes. Dawntrail remembers her promise. Remembers us. Now we play! Play with our new friends! You know, I was kind of hoping Dawntrail would come up at the very end and say, "Hey, I'm alive," but I guess not. I guess that confirms she's dead. Probably just my dog in the background. Yeah, sword. Wait. Peak performance? Do we have a mount now? Give me that. I'm assuming that's the machine. Let me take a look at the thing. Where's that? Or is it? I'm blind. I'm blind. Oh, there it is. Yep, I knew it. I like it. I like it. All right. Well, we got one more rank up we got to do, which is pretty much a big wrap up of the story, and then we'll be done. And then there's the eventual wrap up quest that involves all of the beast tribes, or the allied quest, I should say. So yeah. Not sure when that'll come. That'll probably come in like later patches. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. What am I doing? I'm not closing out yet. When I can do the last rank up, I'll be back, and then we'll close out. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with the last parts. So, yeah, we've done all the rank ups. We got one final rank to get to do. That's the big finale. So, let's talk to this lady. See how this all wraps up, shall we? Greetings, Cecila! Your continued efforts at keeping it the ultimate maintained have been much appreciated. Seeing it in the pristine shape seems to be the spirits of heart's ease, and our friendship grows stronger by the day. They accept our offerings with glee and seek opportunities to play more often than ever before. If you have every moment, come visit us at Zergoda, the Open-Armed. The spirits will be overjoyed to see you, I'm sure. Alright. I can do that. I can do that. What am I doing? Drop it over here. A big feast for you! Is it delicious? Is it good? I got those mixed up. I offered this little one some Kirkara. Whatever the fucking name is, Kirka, and it gave me this chunk of snow. The fucking troll is dead, really? Seems that this is their idea of food. Well, who might deny such a gift? I mean, the snow spirits, what else do they eat? Seems appropriate, honestly. The crafty one comes! The craftiest of all! We put the store of the crafty one on the big rock! Spirits remember you well, Cecil, the artisan who helped them forget rage and remember joy. You understand that the living sepulchre is where memorable things are recorded. If you don't mind, we might dedicate a section to you. I would be honored to be part of the Yok Huy's history. Good, good. The stories of the hands of Zergoda will be incomplete without mention of your many contributions. Yeah, my personal thanks as well for helping us find our way through this crisis. Going down in history! Down in the history books! Play with us! Come, hide in the snow and we search for you! You want to find me this time? Ha, to think I was ever scared of such a little thing. I mean, give me a big snow pile to hide in. Oh, the snow spirits, they're everywhere. Who's up here? Oh, it's the big guy. Hello, Para. Did you visit with the snow spirits? Everyone's having a good time. The crafty one has our gratitude. With so many new friends, we'll never be bored. You have my gratitude as well, Cecil. Your skilled hands have helped us rebuild our relationship with the spirits into something even stronger than it was before. Speaking of which, I have noticed something peculiar during our interactions. When the spirits play, it seems to enhance the ice energy in the surrounding air. This causes freshly spawned snow to bond more closely with old layers, making them much less likely to separate. This means that the snow spirits were never a direct response for the avalanches. In fact, by frolicking with Dartagor, they prevented countless disasters. Dartagor lives inside us! We are together as always! We can never have come this far without you, Cecil. You'll always be welcome to Zergoda the Open-Armed. Once things settle down, I plan on making my own sepulchre. And from this day forward, the spirits and the Yok Huy shall walk side by side. Dartagor is proud, I can feel it. That being said, there's still work to be done before we can rest. If you lend us your skills again, we'll happily accept the aid. Come again, crafty one! Hey. Hey, Bloodsworn. All right, and that is it. That is the end of the tribal quests for Zergoda and the Yok Huy. So yeah, it was a nice batch of story. Honestly, though, out of all the crafting beast tribes we've had so far in the game, the Namazu from Stormblood are still my favorite. But this wasn't bad. This wasn't bad at all. But yeah, we are finally done. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Later.